Goodbye. Today, I'm with Sarah, the founder, creator of Adorn. She's a permanent jewelry maker. Sarah, tell us your story. How did you get involved in making jewelry and coming to craft show like this?
Yeah, so I was just kind of at the right place at the right time. My husband and I lived in Texas for a few years, and
Texas.
yeah,
Where men can be free.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a great place to start a business. I met someone who owned their own jewelry business and started working with her, started learning a lot about different metals and jewelry making, and just fell in love with the simplicity and the beauty of it. And
Did you get these?
No.
Oh, no. You did not either. Okay, here, I'm going to give them to you.
Thank you.
So for anytime anybody buys something from you guys, they can fill it out, and there's a box up front by the register. They can stick it in, and they'll be entered to win a store credit or a gift.
Awesome. Thank you. So I started getting into the jewelry business, and I just thought, hey, permanent jewelry has become a really big, new, fun thing. And this little welding machine has made jewelry making portable. And I was like, that's really awesome. I want to get onto that. So I jumped into the permanent jewelry scene and started my own business. And I'm a mom, got kids. I have a husband that's in school. So this has been just a really fun thing for me to like get out, have my own time to do some fun, meet lots of people, be here at vendor markets where I get to meet incredible people that have started their own businesses and share their passions for the different things that they do, just like me. So.
And when did you start that again? You say you were in Texas, but how many years ago?
Yeah, so I started this 3 years ago. I'm going on 4 years now. We moved here about a year ago, so I've only been doing this in Utah for a year, but Texas a couple years before then. So yeah.
And you just go to Facebook and you find the craft show and then you just apply?
Yeah, so I go to Facebook pages. A lot of times it's just word of mouth, actually, like coming to events like this and talking to other vendors and getting contacts and networking and asking questions and calling people and emailing people and just reaching out wherever I can to figure out who's doing the next big thing. So, yeah.
And when you go, one of the things I see at different markets is you have some vendor that go once or twice and they stop coming.
Yeah.
What do you think that is? What is the hardest thing of being a vendor, would you say?
Hardest thing of being a vendor. I think it's just finding the right market for your business. Every setup is a little different. Every theme might be different. The crowd, the audience that comes in, the area that you're in for the particular product that you sell. I think it's just hard for vendors to find where their spot is, where they're going to do well consistently. And so I think we just move around trying to find like, where's our crowd? Where's the right place for me to be, where my product will shine and make people happy. And yeah.
What have you found as that work? What kind of event do you feel work for you?
For me, I find those private events that are really, really good for me. A lot of them centered around women. Jewelry. Everyone wants to adorn themselves with something beautiful. And
Woman liberation.
yeah, yeah.
We will not go back on in history.
Yeah, exactly.
We will move forward.
Yeah, exactly. So finding those places where women gather, really. So like I've done a lot of salons and small boutiques, a lot of Valentine's, during Valentine's Day, there's women events and stuff. And I found those to be kind of my scene for jewelry.
I mean, when you go to like a salon, that's a small space. It's just like
it's a small space, but there's lots of, they have clients that are consistent and, what's the word?
Foot traffic?
Foot traffic, but they have clients that are regular and,
willing to pay?
what's the word that I'm looking for? loyal. They have customer loyalty. So they've got the same gals coming in expecting the same kind of products, and when I'm there, they could expect me to come and be there.
So you go, it's not just a one-time thing. You go like once a month or once a week?
Yeah, if I can. That's the kind of relationship that I'm hoping to build with a lot of the places. Some of them I've built that, some of them I'm still working on it, right? But that's kind of the idea, is hopefully I can come in regularly and they can have clients that expect me. And
do you go to Salt Lake County or Utah County?
Utah County mostly. Salt Lake's kind of my like edge, but mostly Utah County. So yeah.
I guess Utah County is pretty religious. Utah County is pretty religious.
Yeah, religious.
Do you find your product, people accept them, or do you feel like people don't push there's no pushback against that? Permanent jewelry?
Because of religion?
Yeah.
I have found that like the market in Texas versus the market in Utah is different. Here there's lots of families, right? Lots of moms and dads and moms trying to make a living, and dads working hard. And so, it's the amount that people are willing to spend is different here, I would say, than in other states. So it's, I don't know if that has anything to do with religion.
They have a lot of kids here.
The thriftiness of Utah is definitely a cultural thing. Yeah.
I can see that. So what's the future of the business?
The future of this business? That's a great question. I'm kind of evolving into different jewelry things, just trying to find the next new thing. Like with permanent jewelry, it was bracelets, and then anklets, and then rings, and then hand chains became a thing. And so I've had to like evolve my skills a little bit, and trying to figure out, how do I make these hand chains work? How do I make, belly chains have become a thing. So I'm always trying to just stay on top of what the new thing is, and I'm thinking, headdress pieces for like Renaissance festivals are going to be like a new thing. So, honestly, the future of my business is just whatever the market wants, and I'm going to figure it out.
There you go. That's capitalism right there.
Yeah.
You have supply and demand.
Yep.
And where can people find you?
So I work, I mostly do pop-ups. You can come to my home and set up private appointments, and we can take our time and pick jewelry, and you can bring friends. I also do parties. I come to your house, so you can text me. My information is on Instagram. It's adornedbysarah.pj. And just message me through Instagram. I try to keep everything there, just for me to keep it simple. But yeah, you can find me, and we can set up something, and you can find me in the top.
Kind of like that.
All right, Sarah. Good luck and today, and also good luck for the business.
Thank you.
And thank you for chatting with us.
Thank you so much.
Today I'm with Julie, Jen's book. Can you tell us your story on how you ended up becoming a writer?
Yeah, I've always been a storyteller all of my life, and I've always had a big imagination. So I've written stories ever since I was a kid, like getting copy paper and making books and drawing stories. And then after I graduated college, I started writing more seriously and learned how to create stories more professionally. And then I launched my first book, Song Among the Silence, in 2021, and have since then been able to complete the entire series, and I'm continuing to write more.
So how many books have you written so far?
So I've written over 10 novels, but I've only published 5, which is my series. And I am planning on publishing my next series in 2026.
Here's my question. Is this love interest?
And how do you come with the idea? How does that come?
Oh, I get inspiration from everywhere. When I consume media, like when I read books or watch TV shows or movies, I often analyze the stories, how the character arcs are done, how the story's written, what the plot is, and what the world building is. I often like to, study it and figure out how I could create my own story.
And you've been doing this since you're like in elementary, pretty much?
Yeah, basically. I didn't take it professionally until I became an adult, but I've been a big storyteller all of my life.
Have you ever ventured into nonfiction books?
I have not. Yeah, not totally my thing, but fiction is definitely where I like to be.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And how often do you come to market like this?
I like to try to do once a month. I like to go to whatever vendor event is near me.
That's the first hurdle.
And how do you find them? Just Facebook?
Yeah, just Facebook groups is where I usually find these events.
Lena, not Lena. You're my sister,
I
not my
just-
daughter.
Sister, not your daughter.
What is the ultimate goal of your business?
My goal?
Yeah, what is the ultimate end game?
Ultimately, I just like to share my stories with as many people as I can, and that's just what brings me the most joy.
And you don't have
I like
like
these guys.
maybe become a professor, anything like that? You don't have that in mind?
I mean, I
I'm
certainly
assuming the
love to
character's
teach
gender.
writing classes, but I don't have any goal of becoming that professional. What matters to me is just sharing my story with other people.
And I know when I come to market like this, sometimes I met some author, and I think that's a very unique vendor to be at an event like this. Do you feel like you get a lot of foot traffic? People come talk to you? Because I feel like it's so different than other vendors.
Yeah. Well, I often like to make conversation with people who come to my table, and I ask them if they like to read books and what kind of books they like to read if they are a reader. And that usually it sparks conversation, and I enjoy doing that. And sometimes that leads to sales, sometimes it doesn't, but you know what matters is I'm making a connection.
That's good. And how do you decide how many books to bring to a market like this? Because you might sell them, but sometimes you might not sell a lot. How do you decide how much inventory to bring?
Sometimes it is a struggle trying to figure out how much inventory I should bring, but usually like I sell between 5 to 10 books, and so that's about how many I bring per event.
So you have a pre-history, you have an idea of how much you bring.
Exactly.
And where can people find you?
So people could find me on my Instagram, Julie Janice Books, or you can find me on my website, juliejanicebooks.com.
All right. Thank you, and good luck today, and good luck with your future endeavor.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.